Good morning and welcome to our short devotionals for Black Rock Baptist Church and also Morristown Baptist Church. I want to speak to you this morning from Hebrews chapter 12, verse 15. And our title is, The Cross Says, Let It Go. Let it go. Someone said, forgiveness is free, but it's not cheap. It cost Jesus Christ his life. Forgiveness is also not easy. Forgiveness can only occur when the offended person volunteers to assume the debt and not to get even or seek revenge. That's not easy for us. But that's what Jesus did for us. That's what he calls us to do for others. But how can you release your hurt? The Bible tells us that there are 3 steps we can take to find freedom from unforgiveness. The first step is leave it to God. Leave it to God. Give up your right to get even. Trying to get even only escalates conflict. Instead, let God settle the score. Let God handle that situation. Secondly, heal it with grace. Find freedom from forgiveness by healing forgiveness with grace. Healing unforgiveness with grace. The only way to let go of your hurt is to get hold of God's grace. The Bible says, be careful that none of you fails to respond to the grace which God gives. For if he does, there can very easily spring up in him a bitter spirit, which is not only bad in itself, but can also poison the lives of many others. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 15. Bitterness is contagious. It spreads from one person to another very quickly. Heal unforgiveness by showing God's grace to others. So find freedom from unforgiveness by leaving it with God, by healing it with grace, and thirdly, nail it to the cross. The cross is God's answer to all of your needs. Jesus died so you could be forgiven. He died so you could be set free from fear and from bitterness and from resentment. There's no psychology, no therapy, there's no pill or self-help seminar that can set you free like the power of the cross. The Bible says we know that our old self died with Christ on the cross, so that our sinful selves would have no power over us, and we would not remain slaves to sin. Romans 6:6. Don't be a slave to sin any longer. Don't be a slave to the sin of unforgiveness. Release your grip on the person who hurt you, whatever they've done, whoever they are. Do it every day if you have to. No matter how often that painful memory returns, take it back to God. Ask for his grace, and then leave your hurt at the cross. God bless. Have a wonderful day, and let's continue to exchange prayers daily.